stay locked in. Left, right, left, right. Moving forward on the glory.
Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We got our week 11 over-unders. Let's get this money. I got a few good money picks coming your way. And with how unpredictable some of these teams are, the over-unders always hit. Let's get to the first game. We got the New Orleans Saints at the Philadelphia Eagles. The over-under is 43.5, and I'm going over. I know. Philly's defense is playing better, and the Saints have one of the best defenses in this league. And the Saints have a terrible quarterback situation. But I think this is a close game. And when games are one-score games in the fourth quarter, you see games push towards over. Now, I'm sure this is going to enter the fourth quarter as a low score, but I think this game will triple in the fourth quarter. I think we'll see 2 or 3 scores, and I think that'll push it towards over. Hurts always makes 2, 3, 4 big plays a game. He's not accurate, but he always makes a few big plays. Philly is running the ball better. It's really hard to run against the Saints, but this Saints defense spends so much time on the field. They might spend more time on the field than any other defensive unit. That's a big reason why I think Philly finally breaks them down. Philly puts up points, and Sean Payton's creative enough to generate points. And the Saints defense, they can generate points alone. That's why I'm going over the 43.5. Next game, we got the Washington No-Names at the Carolina Panthers. The over-under is 43. Money. I got this going over. And yes, I know there are some questions whether Cam Newton will start or not. I'm pretty sure he starts, and this pick is based on this premises. But let's be real about one thing in particular. Cam Newton's going to have a role in this game plan, and Carolina made the right move. It rejuvenated this team. We can talk X's and O's, but I'm saying it rejuvenated this team in the locker room. And then you've got a Washington team that's going to come in here and battle, that's going to come in here and fight. This Washington defense is good. This Carolina defense is good. But, these games are going to be so close in the fourth quarter. That's where it pushes towards over. I think Carolina is able to get 27, 24 points. Washington will arrive around 20 points. That's why I got it going over. Next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Chicago Bears. The Bears over under 45.5. I'm going under. I feel good about it. But I always have a realistic fear of Lamar Jackson. He can always go off. He can always eat. And you never know what angle this man's going to come in and hit you with a surprise shot. That's what Lamar Jackson does, and that's why he's one of the best quarterbacks in this league, even though he can't throw. Chicago has a good defense, and that's why I'm going under. I think this Ravens defense plays good. I think the Chicago defense plays good. Now, we know Fields is getting some things going, but I don't think the Chicago offense will help him much. I don't think they're going to run it that well. We know Matt Nagy has limited creativity in that bald head of his, so there's only so much you're going to get. That's why I think this goes under. Not a money pick, because both of these offenses do have dangerous players as well. Next game, we got the Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets. The over-under is 45. I'm going under here. And I know Tua can turn it over at any minute. He normally turns it over when the Dolphins are in the red zone. I don't think the Jets generate much on offense this game. I'm going to be real with you. I know the Jets defense has been giving up 40 points a game, so everyone's kind of forgot how bad this Jets offense is. But I think this Jets offense has a really tough game against the Brian Flores defense that is peaking. Told you 3-4 weeks ago, Miami is actually getting better. Does that mean playoffs? Does that mean anything good? No, but it means helping us cover spreads. And this game, I don't think the Jets defense is going to get blown away. I don't think Miami's getting to the 30s or 40s. Seems like the Jets allow 40 points every game now. Even with that being said, I'm going under. Next game, we got the Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. The over-under is 44.5. Money. I absolutely love this one. I'm going over. There's two scenarios to look at this game. You could either think the Texans are going to be competitive, or you can think they're going to get blown out. Either way, I think sets up good for the over. Garbage points will be available, and I think the Texans will put in a decent performance this game. They've only had 2 decent performances this whole year, really. I think this will be their third. And then also, I am a little bit worried about Tennessee. I know everyone's saying Tennessee Super Bowl. I see how good they're playing, and honestly, you got to tip your fedora to Ryan Tannehill and that offense, and especially that defense. But with that being said, man, I think the Texans are able to get the 17-20, and the Titans are going to be at 27-30, and I think that's enough to push it over. And that's why it is a money pick. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Buffalo Bills. The over-under is 50.5. I'm going under. And this is November in Ralph Wilson Stadium. I don't know if you guys have been to Ralph Wilson Stadium, but it's the exact opposite of where I am in Brazil. It's going to be cold. It might rain, and it's always windy as F there. I mean, Josh Allen has the arm to pierce through it, but I'm worrying about Carson Wentz. Look at that performance against the Jags. It simply wasn't good enough, and he's letting his team down. I'm still going under. I'm going under, though, because I don't think this Colts offense does too much. I think they run the ball good, but they always get away from the run game. And the Bills will eventually stack this box and force Carson Wentz to throw. I don't think much good will happen. I think the Bills offense has a good game, but I don't see that the Bills offense getting into the 30s. I see them at 24-27. That's where I see it. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Jacksonville Jags. The over-under is 45.5. I got to take a little puff before I talk about the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going under here. And this is because of Trevor Lawrence's receivers. No one wants to help him. Marvin Jones doesn't want to help him. Laviska Shenault can't catch anything. Too many drops on the Jags. They're not helping Lawrence out. The Jags got a good run game, but you can just focus on that and take that away. Most good teams will, and San Fran can definitely take that away. Another reason why I'm going under is because this Jags defense is playing better. Look at how they played against the Colts. Look at how they played against the Bills. Look at how they played 3 weeks before. They're actually getting better, and I'm sick of people taking shots at Urban Meyer. Why don't people take shots at Jimmy G? Oh, Jimmy G's back. The 49ers are back because they beat the Rams when the Rams couldn't make a first down the whole game. I just think it's more of an outlier. I think Garoppolo goes back to normal, and I don't think there's any dogs to help Trevor Lawrence. I mean, our man Lawrence is literally out there on an island, and it's rather disgusting. Next game, we got the Detroit Lions, the Powder Blues, at the Cleveland Browns. The over-under is 44.5. Money, money, money. Money. I absolutely love this one. I'm going over. And I think the Browns respond. I think the Browns get over 30 on this defense. Detroit can't stop the run. I don't care if Nick Chubb's playing or not. I don't want to hear a comment saying, oh, Lawson, Nick Chubb's not playing. It doesn't matter. They got the best offensive line in the league against the worst front seven in this league. I don't care if Baker plays. I don't care if Case Keenum doesn't want to play. You just need someone to stay hot, hand it off, and pound the living hell out of the Lions. Browns are going over 30 if they run this route. Now, weather could be an issue, so watch that. Detroit, we don't even know if they're good for garbage points anymore, so I understand you guys saying, Lawson, maybe this over is a little bit risky. Is Detroit going to even come to dance with us? I get it. But I think Goff can get 13, 17 here, especially if the Browns get a big lead. All I know is the Browns are responding, and the Browns are going to put up over 30 points. Can Detroit get us 15, 14? We'll see. Next game, we got the New England Patriots. Thursday Night Football at the Atlanta Falcons. The over-under is 47.5. I'm going under. I just think this Falcons team isn't good enough in the red zone. I don't think they're creative enough. I don't think they're cutthroat enough. And I love my man Cordell Patterson, but you do need to get a little bit of a better running back for Cordell Patterson's awesome, but you need someone for the goal line situations. I think that's going to hurt Atlanta. Also, I don't think we're going to see Matt Jones throw for over 300 again. I'm sure people will be letting me know when he does throw over 300. That's just how it's been this year with the Patriots. But I'm going under 47.5. I actually really like the under. Next game, we got the New York Giants at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The over-under is 50.5. I'm going under, and I like it. And I'm looking at this Giants defense against Tampa Bay. And yes, I think Brady responds. I think the Buccaneers respond. I think they have some things in store for the Giants. But Tampa Bay's not fully healthy. And this Giants defense is damn good. I don't know where to rank them in this league because they never get help from their offense. But we all can agree this Giants defense, they come to play. They bring their hard hat. The reason why this is going under is the other side of the football. This Tampa Bay defense against the Giants offense. There's going to be a lot of talk about Brady being motivated and all that. I get it, bro. But I think this Tampa Bay defense has something to prove. I think they're going to be out for blood. I don't think they're going to let this Giants offense do much. And this Giants offense still hasn't evolved. It still hasn't even gone to averageness. It's a below average offense against a good defense. It just depends which Tampa Bay wants to show up. I think we're going to see the savage Tampa Bay show up. That's why I'm going under the 50.5. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. This is the best gambling show on the internet. Live call-in show will be Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. Next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers. The over-under is 47. Money, money, money. Money. I'm going under. I love this under. If Mason Rudolph plays, it's rather simple. If Big Ben gets in here, this game can take a different form. This game will have a different pace and rhythm. We know that. We know Big Ben at least adds a little bit when he gets in there. And Mason Rudolph simply isn't good enough. He's so bad, I'm actually calling for Dwayne Haskins. And I don't know how long you guys been watching this show, but Dwayne Haskins, I called out that bust before it even happened, man. So I got this going under. And also, TJ Watt out for the Steelers could help Herbert. But I'm seeing some issues with the Chargers offense. The Vikings were out without like 5-6 starters on defense Sunday. And Herbert really didn't get in a good flow. Really didn't make it rain on him. I was surprised. That's why I'm going the under 47. Next game, we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Kansas City Chiefs. The over-under is 55.5. I'm going over. When I say Chiefs, you say what? Over. Listen, that rule is there for a reason. It's the same rule that I have. We don't bet primetime games. But Dallas is a dance partner. And that's going to help Mahomes and the Chiefs push this towards over. Now, the Chiefs defense is playing better, but I do think the Cowboys come out here with a 27-30-point performance. But I see the Chiefs getting over 30 points too. That's why it's going to push over. I'm really curious to see this Chiefs offensive line. The reason why this isn't a money pick is because this Dallas defensive line is ferocious. And they come at you in waves, especially Parsons. And this Chiefs offensive line can't block anyone. Look at the first half against the Las Vegas Raiders. Look at how many screen passes Big Red Andy Reid had to call. You think he was calling those screen passes because he wants to? Not really. He likes calling 3 or 4 a game, not 9 in the first half. He did it because he doesn't trust his offensive line to win one-on-one matchups and protect Mahomes for more than 3 seconds. I'm going over, though. I think the Chiefs get in rhythm. Cowboys get in rhythm. Should be a good game. Next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. The over-under is 50. I'm going under. And Seattle's a tough place to bring offense. Due to the weather, due to the crowd, and plus, I don't think we're going to see Kyler Murray go off. We're not going to see Kyler Murray 350, 35 for 42, whipping it around the field. We're going to see a more balanced Cardinals offense. We're going to see the Cardinals working in play action. Kyler Murray should be back. But I got to tell you, man, a big reason why I got this going under is this Seattle offense with Russell America Wilson. Last week wasn't good enough. And everyone said, oh, he's hurt, he came back. No, you step on this NFL field, you are responsible. You are responsible for what happens on that field if you choose to step on it. And, it's easy to blame Geno Smith for a lot of the Seahawks problems, but did that Seattle offense look any different than that Geno Smith offense against Green Bay?
Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. The over-under is 49. I got this going over, and it's mostly because Aaron Rodgers. Yes, we know Minnesota's home stadium is not an easy place to play. It might be the loudest place in the NFL at the current moment. But for me, Aaron Rodgers in a dome normally means over, especially with his heel churn. I'm telling you guys, this heel churn will help the Packers develop. It will help this team get that cutting edge they need. They need a little bit of edge. They were too soft, too nice in years before. And seriously, have you ever seen a team that's too nice? That's kind of how the Packers were during the Mike McCarthy and early LaFleur era. But I think they play physical, and their defense will give Minnesota problems. The reason why this isn't a money pick for the over is because I don't know if Dalvin Cook will get going. Back last year, 2 years ago, when you saw that Packers defense, you knew you could pound them. You knew you could give someone like Dalvin Cook, McCaffrey, and they're going to go off for 150 plus if you have a decent offensive line. That's not the situation for the Vikings right now, but I think their two wide receivers are able to generate enough points to get this over. The reason why this isn't a money pick is out of respect for the Packers defense. Let's see what this Vikings offense does. Let's see if Kirk Cousins does anything, because I think the Packers are going to make Kirk Cousins beat him, and let's see if he can do it. Over 49 in this game. Next game and last game of the weekend, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Las Vegas Raiders. The over-under is 49.5, and I'm going under here. And I actually seen a lot of people liking this over. I'll explain why I like the under. This is going to be a backyard brawl, a slobber knocker, whatever word you want to throw at it, whatever word you want to try to attach to this game. It's going to be physical. It's not going to be one for the kids. And the Cincinnati defense is physical. The Raiders are physical. And I think this game comes down to who runs the ball better. But I think both front sevens are good at stopping the run. And another reason why I got this going under is without Henry Ruggs, okay, we talk a lot about what happened off the field. And I understand, but my job is to win you money. So I mentioned the Raiders are missing that deep threat. They're missing the athleticism. It's just are lacking verb, and it's not because of Carr. Carr's one of the best play-action dudes in this game, but there's only so much space on a football field. With Renfro and Waller, they kind of occupy underneath. Who's going to get deep? Who's going to stretch that defense? And with Cincinnati, Joe Burrow hasn't been in the best rhythm the last 3 weeks. The last 3 times he's played. Let's be realistic. And I think this Raiders team, they're in a do-or-die situation, but also the Bengals are in a do-or-die situation. Look at their division. Look at both of these divisions. This is going to be a playoff-type game. The tempo is going to be a little bit slower. It's going to be a little bit more uglier than you like. But playoff football is great, and I think this is actually the first game where we're going to get full intensity out of both of these teams. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the videos. It's the best gambling show on the internet. Let's get paid.